Top 10 underrated comedy movies you need to watch. Welcome, comedy enthusiasts. Get ready to discover comedic gems that didn't get the spotlight they truly deserve. These movies flew under the radar, but are jam-packed with laughs, unforgettable characters, and quotable lines galore. Whether you're a fan of slapstick chaos or whip-smart satire, this countdown has something for every humor enthusiast. Let's shine a light on 10 underrated comedy films that deserve a spot in your watch list, proving the funniest flicks aren't always the biggest hits. Kingpin. Why it's great. Kingpin merges slapstick humor with a lovable underdog story. Woody Harrelson plays a former bowling champ who teams up with a naive prodigy, delivering wild escapades and offbeat camaraderie. Bill Murray's comedic timing cements this as a chaotic, hilarious thrill ride. Why it's underrated. It never garnered the acclaim of other Farrelly Brothers hits, yet its clever gags and oddball characters have aged into a cult favorite worth rediscovering. Popstar. Never Stop, Never Stopping. Why it's great. Popstar. Never Stop, Never Stopping parodies celebrity culture with a Lonely Island's blend of comedic music and absurd humor. Andy Samberg shines as a self-absorbed pop sensation whose career unravels in entertaining fashion, brimming with catchy tunes and cameos. Why it's underrated. Despite critical praise, it performed poorly at the box office, overshadowed by bigger releases. Its razor-sharp satire and infectious soundtrack make it a hidden gem. Hot Rod. Why it's great. Hot Rod delivers a zany tale of an amateur stuntman determined to earn respect by pulling off impossible jumps. Led by Andy Samberg, the cast creates an over-the-top blend of slapstick, endearing camaraderie, and a host of quotable one-liners. Why it's underrated. Initial reviews were mixed, and it struggled in theaters. However, its bizarre humor has since garnered a loyal, dedicated fan base, elevating it to cult status. Walk Hard. The Dewey Cox Story. Why it's great. Walk Hard. The Dewey Cox Story hilariously spoofs music biopics, following John C. Reilly's clueless crooner through highs and lows. The film lampoons iconic rock moments with satire and uproarious set pieces, powered by Reilly's earnest yet ridiculous performance. Why it's underrated. Although critics appreciated its clever parody, it struggled at the box office. Over time, its whimsical take on rock history has garnered well-deserved cult admiration. Game Night. Why it's great. Game Night blends dark humor and banter into a high-stakes evening gone awry. Jason Bateman and Rachel McAdams lead a competitive friend group whose murder mystery party takes a real turn, delivering rapid-fire comedy, twists, and surprising action sequences throughout. Why it's underrated. Despite positive reviews, it flew under the radar of many moviegoers. Its clever script and standout cast ensure an entertaining watch that deserves more recognition. Galaxy Quest. Why it's great. Galaxy Quest parodies sci-fi fandom with a star-studded cast, including Tim Allen, Sigourney Weaver, and Alan Rickman. The plot follows washed-up TV actors abducted by real aliens who believe their show is factual, blending adventure, heart, and satirical wit. Why it's underrated. It opened against fierce competition, overshadowing its quirky premise. Over time, fans have embraced its heartfelt humor, hailing it as a truly beloved cult classic. Kiss Kiss Bang Bang. Why it's great. Kiss Kiss Bang Bang is a self-aware noir comedy starring Robert Downey Jr. and Val Kilmer. With witty banter, hilarious narration, and a twisty detective storyline, Shane Black's directorial debut blends comedic charm with an homage to pulp mysteries. Why it's underrated. Though critics admired its snarky style, it barely made a splash financially. Over time, its razor-sharp humor and clever crime plot have inspired dedicated fans. MacGruber. Why it's great. MacGruber is an outrageous parody of 80s action heroes, spotlighting Will Forte's clueless special ops agent with a flair for bad ideas. The film ups the ante on absurd gags and explosive set pieces, creating an unhinged comedic romp. Why it's underrated. Its over-the-top humor divided audiences, leading to modest box office returns. However, fans who appreciate outrageous spoofs have eventually firmly elevated it to true cult favorite status. They Came Together. Why it's great. They Came Together lampoons rom-com tropes with Amy Poehler and Paul Rudd as a mismatched pair in a self-aware whirlwind of cliches. Written by David Wayne and Michael Showalter, this satire skewers everything from meet cuties to grand romantic gestures. Why it's underrated. Its deadpan style and meta-humor confuse some audiences expecting a standard rom-com. Over time, those who appreciate tongue-in-cheek parodies have discovered it's true. The Nice Guys. Why it's great. The Nice Guys pairs Russell Crowe and Ryan Gosling as mismatched investigators navigating Los Angeles in the 1970s. Shane Black's trademark wit shines, blending banter, comedic misadventures, and bursts of action. It's a stylish buddy film full of twists. Why it's underrated. Despite favorable reviews, it didn't achieve blockbuster status. Its sharp humor and engaging mystery remain underseen, making this buddy cop throwback a must-watch for comedy fans. Thank you for joining us on this comedic journey. Whether you're into goofy slapstick or wry wit, these hidden gems promise plenty of laughs to brighten any movie night. Be sure to share your own underrated favorites below and spread the humor around. Until next time, keep exploring those lesser-known delights, because sometimes the biggest laughs come from the smallest hits. Explore your potential with Pro Data Mine.